I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to share. I think I'm ready to share my story. This could be emotional, but it's time. I have a lot to say, and I'm excited to share my story, my journey with all of you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shanika and I'm so excited that you're here. Today is my 35th birthday and I feel like the time is right for me to share this now. Today is a day of reflection for me. Today is a day of thankfulness, gratefulness, and I'm just happy that I'm in a position to share my story with all of you, and I hope that it will encourage you. This will be part one of my story. I don't want to make this video super long because there is a lot to say, there is a lot to share about my journey and how I was able to get to this point. I don't know how many parts there will be, but if you're interested in my story and the different things that I had to overcome and the different challenges, the different moments where I had to dig deep within myself to get to where I am today, then I welcome you to subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so that you will know every single time I drop a new video, all right? So let's get right into the video. So I was sworn into the FBI on December 16th, 2012 at an entry-level position at the age of 24. I had no idea what I was walking into, right? And I say that because I had never met anyone in my life that had worked for the FBI. I honestly never thought that I would be selected as someone that could work for the FBI. But here we are. So here I am walking into the bureau, excited, determined, nervous, of course, anxious, and just ready to walk into what I believe will be the newness of my life, right? And my journey before I even got into the FBI in itself is like a whole level of faith that I executed to get to where I was in that moment. And then here I am walking into the FBI in this entry-level role, ready to learn, excited about what's to come, and just to see, what it's all about, because we see it on TV, we see these different shows that kind of emulate, oh, this is what the FBI looks like. But I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's not true. They may have bits and pieces that add up, but a lot of it is not true. More in this video though, I just want to share with you my journey on my last week with the FBI. And I'm so big on documenting my journey. It had gotten to the point where it was so real for me that I just wanted to be able to reflect whenever I look back over my journey, right? I'm talking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and I just want to be able to look back, reflect, and see how far I've come, the different challenges that I had to overcome, and just the different moments in my life where I can kind of look back and say, you know what, if I made it through that, then I can make it through this, and I can make it through the next thing that's coming. So I want to share with you my last moments here on the screen as I watch on what it looked like for me my last week at the Bureau. And I feel like it's important for me to share this moment because if you're considering this, whatever career you may be in or whatever point in your life that you may be in, that that God is calling you to something different, right? God is calling you to walk in your purpose. God is calling you to, transition out of and transition into something different. Then there are going to be so many different emotions that you may experience. So I don't want to get up here and be like, oh yeah, it was great. This was one of the hardest decisions of my life. One of the hardest decisions of my life was to walk away from the Bureau, a job that I love, a job that I was so proud of and still am proud of, that I was able to accomplish and able to do the work that God put before me. And so this is not something where I walked away because I hated it and, I hated the people. I love the people that I work with. Like the people that I work with, my squad, they were amazing. They are great. If y'all see this video, shout out to y'all. Y'all really, got me through some days, and you didn't even know it. Was everything perfect? Absolutely not. Was I ready to get in there and knock it out every single day? No. We're going to keep it real, right? Every job, every career, every entrepreneurship, it has its days. But that doesn't take away from my experience. I had a great experience. I made some amazing relationships. I believe some are lifelong relationships and some were relationships that were for the time that I was with the Bureau to help me elevate into becoming a special agent, just to carry me through, that point in my life. So I want to share those moments with you. I haven't watched those videos since I left the Bureau. Let's just get right into it, all right? Well, here we are. I just dropped off my firearm and my body armor. So had to come down to the range to drop all of that off, and yeah, it's getting real. Today is February 27th. And tomorrow, y'all, tomorrow is the day that I fully walk in what God has called me to do. And while this thing is bittersweet, I'm so ready, y'all. I'm so ready. And I'm just grateful for my FBI family, and work with some of the greatest people on earth, some of the most gifted, talented people on earth. And I truly believe that many of those friendships and connections will last a lifetime. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what God has in this next chapter of my life. I am so scared. I am so scared. But I am so ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to do what God has called me to do. And I know that this was a part of the journey because it prepared me for what lies ahead. So much preparation, so much character was built with me being an FBI agent for 6 years. And not only being an FBI agent for 6 years, just being a part of the FBI family for a total of 10 years. The best experience that I could have asked for. So, thank you, God, because I know that this was a part of the journey. And this preparation for what I'm about to embark on, oh my, it started long ago. It started long ago. So Lord, have your way. I'm on my way up to have lunch with my squad and finish up some things at the office. And again, tomorrow is the day. I just turned in my weapon and my body armor, and then later today or first thing tomorrow morning, I'll turn in my credentials and my badge. I'm trading in my badge and my gun, y'all, to fully walk into my purpose. God is the greatest. So that was the day before I left, and I went to turn in my weapon, my body armor. That was an emotional day for me, and I can't talk about it too much because it still kind of hits a part of me, but that was a day where it obviously became even more real, right? To hand in my gun and my body armor. So that was the 27th. So let's go ahead and see the one for the 28th, which was my last day. Let's go ahead and watch that one. I swear I would never record myself crying, but I just want this to be as real and vulnerable for anyone who may be on their way to fully walking in what they've been called to do, and leaving a job that has been great, a great experience, a great career, amazing friendships and relationships. This is what I'm feeling. I'm really gonna miss my FBI family. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of words right now. Just driving in, so that I can do the exit, which is, a whole thing I have to do when you leave the bureau. So just heading in to, grab my last bit of items from my desk and go and do my exit interview, and then that'll be it. My exit interview is at 11:30. It is now 7:47. So this will be my last drive into the city to report for duty. So it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day, man. And while I'm extremely excited on what lies ahead and to embark on this new journey, this next chapter,
it does not mean that I am not sad. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't feel like I'm leaving a part of me, you know? Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like, I had a great experience. So I'm not leaving a job that was horrible or toxic or anything like that. I'm not leaving coworkers. Um, like, they were the best. So the best of the best, the best of the best. So yeah, it hurts. It hurts, but I do believe I'll see him again. So everything is gonna be good. And yeah, I'll catch up with y'all after I leave.
Wow, you know, to go back and watch that, it just, I'm sorry, one moment. You know, to go back and watch that, right? Like I said, I haven't watched that since I left on February 28th. And oh man, I feel what I felt on that day, because everything that I said in the video was true, you know? I worked with some of the best people, some of the most amazing, gifted, talented people, minds like you can't even explain, you know, just how they think and how they're able to solve different cases and come up with these different techniques, you know, to solve these cases. And even outside of work, you know, you spend a lot of time with your coworkers, right? I know for me and those in law enforcement, you spend more time with your coworkers than you do your own family. And so, you know, you really bond and you get these, you know, connections, you know, where these people become your family, right? And so that's what I experienced. And my experience was great. And I can't believe, you know, even here I am now, as I watch that, I feel exactly what I felt on that day, because I miss them dearly. You know, I miss my friends. I miss my squad mates. I just miss, you know, the day to day of just getting in the field and doing the work, you know what I mean? And just getting out there and making things happen. And so I miss the camaraderie, you know, I miss just that team, you know, when things need to get done, we step up, we get it done. I definitely miss that. And that's why I say, like, when I say character, like me getting to the point where I became an FBI agent, to where I was sworn in as an FBI agent, I did the work. I put in the time. I was committed. I was disciplined. And I'll get into what I had to go through and how I pushed myself on days where I didn't want to, you know, work out, or I didn't want to get up and get things done and prepare, you know. But had I not done those things, I wouldn't be where I am today. Even being a full-time entrepreneur, I would not be here today if it weren't for me going through my journey as an FBI agent, because it literally prepared me to be who I am today. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'm so grateful for my FBI family. I'm so grateful for the experience. And I'm just grateful that God allowed me to be in that role for 6 years and to be a part of the FBI for 10 years as a whole. You know, as I'm getting pretty emotional, so I'm gonna wrap this up, because there will be a part 2 as I reflect on this day, on my 35th birthday. I'm just grateful. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm grateful to God for life. I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to take on a role as such as an FBI agent. And I just want to show a couple of things to you before I end this video. We ain't trying to be on here crying all crazy, all right? We're not doing that. But this is my nameplate. That will sit at my desk, right? So FBI agent, special agent, Shanika Kelly. That's me. So I got to keep this, of course, and this is something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. So my squad gifted me this beautiful plaque on the day we went to lunch, and I absolutely love it. And it says, "Presented to Special Agent Shanika Kelly, Federal Bureau of Investigation, New York Division, in recognition of over 5 years of exceptional service to the New York Division and Squad C-23. As a case agent, your contributions in the battle against international narcotics trafficking and violent crime were truly commendable. Above all, your friendship and loyalty will be missed the most. August 2017 to February 2023. Absolutely beautiful. I will carry this with me wherever I go. It's like taking my squad with me on this journey as well. My squad was amazing, man, and I couldn't have been blessed to work with more amazing people. And I just pray for their continued safety when they're out here doing these operations and just trying to serve communities. So that is all I have for you in this video. This is part 1. In part 2, I will be sharing more of my journey on me moving to New York at the tender age of 23. A whole baby from good old Virginia, right? So I'm going to a whole different city. Just culture shock in and of itself. And I want to share my experience with that and how I navigated moving to New York City at such a young age. And I am excited to share that part of my story because there is a lot that I had to grow through, right, and experience. So I'm excited to share that part of my story. That will be part 2, along with some other goodies. And listen, whatever questions you have, whatever things you want to know, I will check my comments and see what you all are asking and what you would like for me to share. I will share what I can. So looking forward to part 2. Listen, I hope you subscribe. I cannot wait to share part 2 with you. And I look forward to just sharing my journey. And I know that God has some amazing things. He has literally shown me the vision. I want to talk to you about how I knew that it was time for me to walk away from the Bureau, what was happening in my life at that time, the struggle of going back and forth with my decision, and just ultimately just trusting God and being obedient to what he told me to do. So I want to share those things with you. Again, part 2 will be coming soon, and I hope that you will be here to hear that part of my story. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like if you enjoyed this video, share the video, and I'll see y'all in part 2.